Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Kanto Cup again. We're going to have a new team around the Shadow Poliwrath here, as it looks really good on paper and kind of want to try it out, and I definitely had a lot of fun with that. We're running Scald, we're running Dynamic Punch after we ran Ice Punch in the Ultra Premier Classic Cup. And Poliwrath here, I think Scald does make a bit more sense, I guess. Especially if you have an ice type in the back like we do here with the Alolan Sandslash, a Pokemon that definitely gained a lot more, I don't know, play in this matter, as you have like something like Chansey as the best Pokemon right now. You have a team which is the best right now, which is NiRiain, Lickitung, and Chansey, and you basically beat all of them with that Pokemon. But still, it's kind of squishy and like you cannot really tank too much with it. Here you saw against this NiRiain or Shadow Poliwrath, you're going to be able to take one Poison Fang, and you're going to be able to go for the 2 Scalds in time before you die from it. So we are pretty fine there. My opponent has a Ninetales here, which is kind of annoying because of course we have an Ice type in the back. That's not really what we want to see. But he goes into the Pidgeot, and we can just electrify that thing a bit and farm him down, and we're going to be in a decent spot now, but still going to come down to the wire. He sneaks on a move, which is kind of annoying, but I had to get this move off. I couldn't risk him to get to another move in time when I throw a quick move first, so we're going to be able to barely powder snow him down with our Ice type against a Fire type. Pretty nice. Against Mug, you're pretty in a decent spot. It's a Snow Mug, which is I guess a bit better for you. But you definitely have to shield. You would not win this in a 0 shield whatsoever. But you're going to be able to farm down afterwards, which is pretty nice after hitting one Scald. And my opponent swaps into Raichu. I just want to get some damage on him and then go into my own electric type, because we have Foul Play. You can run Hyper Beam on that, but Hyper Beam is, in my opinion, more for memes than for anything else. You kind of want the dark coverage because you have a lot of Psychic types in the meta right now anyway. And yeah, Foul Play does just make way more sense than Hyper Beam in my opinion. There were different metas. I think that was like Love Cup last time around, which we're also gonna get like in, I guess, it's actually not even next season, it's in season 11 we're mostly gonna get a Love Cup again. But yeah, this is basically you run Hyper Beam there, I think, because it didn't have that many Psychic types around. And yeah, here now I think Foul Play is definitely the better play. You see a lot of Hypno, you see like the lone Raichu there. In general, just a bit of a better play with that. I saw one playing against me which had Hyper Beam, I think, and I shielded that, and like it was such a bad play then for him, because like, yeah, he wasted so much energy on a move that gets shielded, which is kind of annoying in those matchups anyway. But yeah, in general, really cool team. We run Blizzard on the Sandslash. You can run Bulldoze, but Bulldoze doesn't really have as much play here. Against most Pokemon, Blizzard is just better. Blizzard is just such a strong move. With Stab, this thing just nukes, as you might see here as well. Bye bye Hypno and goodbye. We're gonna have the Slower here. We can go for another Blizzard. Yeah, in general, Blizzard has a lot of more play, I think, right now. Like, I think it's a better move than Bulldoze. It just doesn't make more sense to play Blizzard right now as Bulldoze. Like, I mean, you have some electric types in the meta, but it doesn't really matter anyway. You don't really have a lot of steel types. Like, against steel types it would have mattered. That's why like Bulldoze is better in different metas. But here I think Blizzard just has kinda similar play anyway, so it should be fine. Against NiRiain again, we know we can just go for one Scald immediately. We sneak a move through. We can take one move there, and my opponent expects that he can farm me down, which is not gonna be the case here. I can go for one Scald and actually KO him because he didn't even expect me to have a Scald, which is nice. Against Mew, again, Foul Play way better. So we're just gonna go for that. I think he doesn't even shield. He's so low now already. And we're gonna be able to have a Magneton against us. At least Magneton generates energy is super fast, like crazy fast, but it is like super squishy. I played it a bit as well today. I don't think I'm gonna make a video about this team I played though, because it didn't work as well. I think I went 2 and 3, which is not bad or anything like this, but it didn't feel great. Like, most of the time if I have a team that's really nice, you get like a feeling for that team in general, like if it's good or not. And this team is definitely fun. Like, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but it definitely worked out pretty well. Especially like the combination of the Elite and the Sandslash. If you think about that, like, you're weak in the lead against Fairy types, you're weak against Flying types, you're weak against Grass types. Electric types, okay, you don't really cover that as well with the Sandslash unless you run Bulldoze, I guess. but like Sandslash completely covers everything else from that. And like Sandslash weak to fire, you have a water type in the lead. Fighting, we don't talk about that. Against ground, you have basically also a water type in the lead that at least counters offensive wise, even though it doesn't counter defensively. And here, Poliwrath just had too much fun in this league. It just destroys everything. I was kind of too greedy here, to be honest. It was a stupid play and nearly cost me the game. I actually didn't run into my Electrode immediately because I thought, okay, Poliwrath already KO'd basically 2 Pokemon. Let's try to KO a third one as well. Sadly, didn't work out that well. But we still have our Electrode here and we're going to be able to go for another move, KO the Lapras, and the Fire type won't even do anything against our Steel type there because yeah, he just has yet only a little bit of health left after getting hit by that big Scald. You can definitely run a normal Poliwrath as well. I think it might be even better. Against Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is like the worst Say-Swap, of course. You don't really want to face that whatsoever. But yeah, you kinda... I mean, I think that was the only Nidoqueen I faced as a Say-Swap against me. Like, you kinda have to expect seeing something like this. It's kinda annoying, of course, having a Hypno lead and now this. But yeah, we can at least try to farm down. I think he goes for the Earth Power, which is actually nice for me. I think I actually lose this game, even though I could have won this. I should have went for the Scald there. I had lost Scald already. If I went for the Scald against the Hypno, I would have been fine. But like this, I don't think we're gonna really have a great chance here because they still have 2 shields. We can go for the Blizzard though. That was like my only play here to try to nuke him, and it did work out. But we don't get to the next move in time. My opponent plays that really well here as well, as we try to go for the Ice Punch. Ice Punch is KOing this thing, but he let it just go, and he just farmed me all the way down with a Shadow, a Shiny Hypno, which I'm kind of jealous of. I don't think I have one in Shiny. I just got a Shiny Gliscor though, which is kind of cool, but also nothing that I really, I don't know, like could use right now. Sadly not the best IV, but it's a cool Shiny to have, like all the Shadow Shinies. I definitely want a Shadow Shiny Mug because Mug looks like so cool as a Shadow Shiny. Although I like in general, like the leader Pokemon right now are really, really cool. They're basically all relevant for PvP, and in general the changes they made, I think, to those grunts in terms of a lineup is kind of refreshing to see some other Pokemon. I wish that they would actually add new Pokemon because I don't think they did that. I think they just put in like different Pokemon that had been there before already. So there is not really, yeah, the biggest change there in general, but it's still fun to see some other stuff. And some new stuff again, or some stuff that you may have missed earlier on. And right now, of course, it's still the Shadow event, I think, even when you see this video. So make sure to TM the frustration away, of course, because that's very important. Shadow Pokemon are really cool in PvP anyway. And yeah, the problem with the Blizzard set is you get hard-walled by water and in general by water types, I guess. Like, you don't have anything for that, of course, if you only run mono ice. But here we can just go for a Scald and try to get the debuff. If we don't get the debuff, this game is over, I think. I'll try to maybe get the debuff and like have a chance there, but like this we don't. And next up we're gonna have a Nidoqueen against us again. This time it's also a normal one. I think I should be able to get to 2 moves there anyway. Unless he plays it smart. I have some lag there. He swaps out perfectly onto the... I mean, it wasn't really perfectly. I think I was 1 over, but it worked out for him. Onto his Lickitung. I should have actually baited there, I guess, because it was kind of clear that he's gonna shield there anyway. And I actually don't know why I went into my Electrode. Because I expected Chansey in the back. I thought like Chansey is most likely in the back, and I kind of want to keep my Sandslash for that. He goes back into the Nidoqueen, which is of course the right play there. And we might be able to get to the foul play. We sadly are not gonna be able to do that. I think I'm gonna go into my Sandslash. Yeah, okay, that's the right play. I'm just gonna shield once. I think he's gonna bait me here anyway, which doesn't then really matter. There's shield there. And he has Lapras in the back, yeah. I expected something different in the back. It does make sense. This team definitely a really good team to use if you haven't got a team there yet. If you don't have a Chansey, for example. Also just this team does make a lot of sense there. As you have the Lickitung to bait out the fighting types, you have a fighting type hard counter in the lead, and you have Lapras in the back, basically the team I showcased before, but then had Chansey in the back. So very good team. Here it's even better against me. I think against Chansey I could have won. but like this, I will not be able to win this game. Even though it actually still was kinda close as I farmed him down here. I can go for the Blizzard. I'm close to the Ice Punch, but he's also close to a Surf, so I think an Ice Punch wouldn't have killed anyway, so it shouldn't have mattered that much. Good game there to my opponent. Well, very cool team, definitely a good team. And nice catch in the beginning. First Charm user I faced there in the lead, but it's fine, we can swap out into our Electrode. I know that this is only a Bone Club, and I can go for 2 more moves and go for the Foul Play, which ensures that I basically only give him 1 free turn. And he actually throws his move here, I think, after this, which is really, really nice. Yeah, we've seen Peter here. And at this point I can just farm him down with my Poliwrath. I have the Mudshot for that thing, super effective. And Poliwrath with energy is like so crazy good. I know that he goes into this thing anyway, and Sandslash just hard counters both of those Pokemon in the back. We can go for the shield here. It's a Fire Punch, so that's kind of scary. But we can go for 1 Blizzard here. Can we nuke him? We can, and at this point we just farm all the way down. And I kind of wanted to make it a bit more funny at the end here. I think I'm gonna go for the nuke. I actually know, I'm actually gonna try to get the shield here from him, because I know that he knows that I have the nuke. Didn't work out, but I think I get the shield here. I think I could have just went for the Ice Punch now again, but I kind of wanted to go for the Blizzard, which didn't work out, which doesn't matter because I will moose out on my Poliwrath. Oh, I'm close to a move. He definitely cannot charm me down in time, so goodbye Wigglytuff there. I kind of wanted to see if I can get to a Blizzard still, but yeah, that was just for memes. Of course, you don't have to do that. And in general, yeah, tomorrow's team is actually kind of interesting because, like, you know, like I started in this new iteration of leagues. I tried to basically see how fast I can get from 2450 around, so Ace rank to Legend. And tomorrow is going to be the team that got me there. So it took me exactly 19 sets to hit Legend basically from 2450, just as like one motivation for you that you should also be able to do that. But also something that I can talk about like right now a bit is what I saw was really nothing that, like, I actually expected something different. I thought like people would have like worse teams down there, like teams that don't make sense, teams that are like maybe not even fully powered up or whatever. Like usually I'm not in that range, but what I've seen there was like the full meta team. I think the spiciest I saw in general doing this whole run here was the Shooter Mewtwo and Kanto Cup, and that was already at like 2900 rating. And yeah, in general, what kind of surprised me there was like that they have all such good teams, but I usually always won because my opponents made mistakes. So yeah, like, oh, actually we lagged here in the beginning, we lost some turns there, which was kind of annoying. Yeah, so basically, most of the time it's like something that the player itself can improve on, which would help them to hit Legend, or like in general, the way that they do it. Oh, really good catch there by my opponent, by the way. Oh, very nice played. But it doesn't really matter because we can go for the Ice Punch, or we just lag like crazy. But yeah, it's always more like the mistakes by the players I saw than like bad team comm or algorithm, as people might say. I kind of want to make a video about the algorithm in general as well, but I don't find the time for that right now. Maybe in the future. There was like recently I read a thread where people like basically did statistic with all the data they had from, they like did all the data from all the games they had, and I can say the end result of already, it's not an algorithm there in Pokemon Go. Sorry to say that to you. It's really sad, like, yeah, in general the topic is really sad because someone tries to imply to others that there's something just to have excuses for their own basic mistakes, which is kind of sad to see. But yeah, I kind of want to make a video about this topic in general because there is nothing like this, and it's still like the biggest myth of Go Battle League right now. So yeah, this is an algorithm there. I saw all those Nidoqueen leads against my fighter right now. Maybe Nidoqueen is just very common in the lead, like I did in my video before. Who knows? But yeah, in general, against Shadow Nidoqueen, it's sadly a way worse matchup here, as we are not going to be able to get to the second Scald, which is really, really bad. But we can Blizzard this thing. I thought that was actually stupid. I think he doesn't shield even. Yep. But I guess we're just gonna farm all the way. We can take a Dark Pulse, Let's see what he has in the back. I was kind of scared of Lapras again. You can go for the Ice Punch. It's gonna be a Licky Tongue. And here I'm just gonna go for the Blizzard. I think he let it go anyway, because no one expected this. But it's gonna come down to the wire in general this game. And I just want to say thanks all for watching already. See you in the next video. Gonna be about Master Prem again. I kind of want to iterate between those leagues the whole time. Gonna be around a really cool spicy Pokemon that had way more play than I expected it to have. So gonna be hyped for that. I would appreciate if you still listen to this. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel out way more than you think. And we're sadly gonna be able to lose this game here just barely. But good game to my opponent, and see you in the next video.